Among the SUVs, there are only very few models which have been unanimously loved by auto freaks. One among them for sure is the Porsche Cayenne. It has captured the minds of all the auto freaks because of its dynamics and sportiness which Porsche has incorporated in all the Cayennes. So whenever a new Cayenne comes, we always want to see it better than what it was. So let's check out the all new Porsche Cayenne Turbo. When you want to have a proper sporty SUV, you can't have a lot of pick from the stable. One definite pick is of course the Cayenne Turbo, and even the Cayenne, the basic Cayenne, is the most sportiest SUVs the world has seen. That's because of the Porsche's DNA which has inherited from generations, and you have seen a lot of sports cars from Porsche. And one of the cars which was most evident is this Cayenne. The new Cayenne especially is a great machine. The dynamics, flexibility and even the performance are great. So first of all, I would like to pinpoint about the engine. It's a V8 4-liter twin turbo engine which is also seen in more premium cars like the Bentley Bentayga and Lamborghini Urus. So this engine is the base of that powertrain, and this is having an output of 550 PS and 770 Nm of torque. But unlike most of the other Porsches, it has replaced the PDK and brought in the 8-speed ZF gearbox. It's a very quick, responsive, smooth gearbox, and you can't complain that there is no PDK with the new Cayenne. It's very responsive, quick shift, and it's also refined for a better, comfortable ride. The performance of this new Cayenne Turbo is clocked as 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds. It is very evident when you do a launch from standstill. Take a look at this. This new platform is quite flexible, but on the other hand, it's a very dynamic platform. It is very good for all kind of T3 drives, and you can't expect much more dynamics for an SUV like you get from the Cayenne. You can tackle all the corners, sharp corners, and even the bends on a higher speed. You won't misjudge the car. The car will be on your command. And Porsche has also tuned the suspension in a way that you will get a lot of confidence when you push the car to the limit. And good that Porsche is always doing the test drive in the Nürburgring and making the car more sharper. It's also seen on the steering. The steering plays the different roles on different modes, and you can have proper command of the car without losing any confidence. Having said that, there are few drive modes options available. I would say few because there are few actually. There is sport mode, sport plus mode, individual, and in the normal mode, which can be controlled on the touch and even on the control on the steering wheel, which is again a sporty element. Apart from that, there is an off-road mode set where you can set different mode like gravel, sand, ice, and even rock. On different modes, differential locks get different settings, and even the rock, you will get a proper center and rear diff lock in a proper way. And you can even adjust the suspension height in different ways according to the driving modes and driving terrains. And it is recommended to be low when you're doing higher speed, and it's recommended to be in terrain with the highest mode when you're doing a serious off-roading. So altogether, there's a combination of modes available for your driving, and it all plays very accurate to what it has been set for. So the Cayenne also has a new infotainment system borrowed from the Panamera, which can be connected with both CarPlay and Android Auto. And you know, like the new touch function is very accurate. You can have that click button feel when you do the touch, and it's very clear, and the quality of the graphics also great. The new Cayenne has also reduced all kind of buttons, and there is more touch functions, but there are critical buttons like the AC controls and maybe the volume control for the Bose sound system, which is again amazing sound system, which is actually to give more safety for the drivers. Interior is crafted great. You know, Porsche always have great craftsmanship seen on their interior. The quality is great, and the new design also is something which was seen familiar from the Porsche Panamera. But there are few Cayenne elements like this grab handle. It's an amazing thing when you do off-roading. The seats are also amazing with a single backrest. It's got a lot of controls, and it even can be heated and can be controlled in various ways. Having said this, There is a lot of roominess in this interior. There's a spacious interior. The seats are very supportive. Even the rear seat has got good support. You can accommodate 3 adults comfortably because the transmission tunnel is low. You can even keep your leg properly. But like any of the Porsches, the identity of the Cayenne is mainly on its exterior design. So let me check out how well Porsche has crafted this exterior, retaining the Cayenne element and DNA. When you talk about the Porsche's design, they follow the same design philosophy for decades or maybe centuries, and that form is very similar in all the Porsche cars which you have seen, and the 911 is the biggest example. Cayenne is also following the same design philosophy which has been seen from the first generation Cayenne onwards, and new one is also again an evolution from the previous one. You can see a new wider bumper with a wider grille on this. You can see a bigger air vents and a vertical slats which give the powerful feel for the Cayenne Turbo. Lights are new with the new LED treatment, with the new LED cluster which look again attractive, very much to the Porsche's new identity, which is 4-spot on the daytime running light, and rest everything is very common with Porsche, with a smiling face with no much character lines. Only few lines are there which give some powerful element for the front. So on the side profile again, it's a clean design without any lines. This been seen followed from the first generation Cayenne onwards. That's a standout side view mirror which again match up very well with the design. The silhouette is blacked out for this Cayenne Turbo and look very attractive. There's a roof rail which is indulged very properly. There's no character line or the shoulder lines. It's a plain sculpted side portion, but the dynamic line has been there which gives the powerful feel again for the side. It's a famous hip formation for Porsche which is seen on the rear fender. The silhouette and greenhouse look very much like a Porsche with that biblical character, and there's a 21-inch alloys for this car with a twin Y-spoke design of Porsche look very attractive. The profile of tire is 285/40. So this size of the tire will tell you how big the car is, otherwise it look very small. It can absorb its size, I can say, and it look very attractive even on the side. Coming on to the rear end, it's a more revolutionized part on this design. It carried the design philosophy which we have seen in the new Panamera. It looked very attractive. The continued line on this taillight is giving a very modern look for the car. There's a 4-spot LED treatment given on the taillight as well. These parts look the most new in this car, and even the bumper has been reworked, and there's a fins on the bottom, and there's a powerful 4 exhaust, quad exhaust, which give a lot of powerful feel for the car other than this Cayenne Turbo logo. So altogether the design is consolidated properly like a Porsche design. It's not a very hardcore SUV kind of a design, not like an off-roader kind of design, but it's a performer athletic car which give a proper SUV kind of a form. That's the success of Cayenne's design. You've seen this car has been evolutionized on the designs and even the interior, but I think it's a revolutionary change gone inside the skin, like the new platform, the dynamics, and even the powertrain. Porsche will never have a diesel powertrain again. They will only have a electric, hybrid, and even the petrol powertrain, which will be phased out very soon, I guess. But whatever left is all for you to enjoy, and you are getting a real thrill of driving when you're in a car like the Porsche Cayenne Turbo. The Porsche, as you know, it's known as a sports car maker, so a lot of elements like a sporty active rear spoiler for the first time an SUV is there in this new Cayenne. The 360 camera are great, off-roading ability is great for this car, and the kind of suspension tuning which combine comfort and even dynamics. It's like the best of both sides of a coin. The new 3rd generation Cayenne is something which will tickle the auto freak in you. Is an amazing sport SUV. I'll mention it as sport SUV because it is one of the most sportiest SUV I have ever driven. So it's a proper blend of a sports car and an SUV. So I had a great fun driving this machine. Hope you guys also had a great fun with this. But let me know your comment about the new Cayenne, how well it looked for you, what are the best part you've seen in the exterior, and if you have a replacement for a Cayenne, what could be your pick? So guys, if you like this video, please do like it, and if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please do subscribe it. Click that bell button so that you will get all the update as soon as we upload our videos.